It was really nice to meet you and Greyce today. I really appreciate you having me come over and trusting me that I can help you help Greyce become the best dog that she can be, to become the dog that you always dreamed of her being. I know there's a lot to work on, so let's just take this one step at a time, one manner at a time, one situation at a time, one environment at a time. That way that you're not getting overwhelmed, and neither is Greyce, and we can build on the skills and we can build her up to where she needs to be. Really, she just has fear and anxiety, and she just needs to build her confidence, which I know that you can do with her. One cool thing that you do have is that you do have people in her life that she's not worried about. So I want you to utilize your daughter, your daughter's boyfriend, your son's boyfriend, their dogs, your sister, to work on these things passing by her triggers, right? You can work on focus with your sister around. That gives you something that usually triggers her, a stranger or a person, where she's working on focus around another human. That's gonna help you succeed. That's gonna help Greyce succeed. That's gonna give her positive reinforcement in the behaviors that you want. I'm gonna send you videos on the things that I want you to work on this week. Just work on those things. Let's not worry about anything else. When you do take her on a walk, try to take her in areas where you know you're not gonna run into people, so she's not getting reinforced with the barking, lunging, pulling, or snapping. If you do have to take her into an environment, I would suggest putting her on a tighter leash and putting on her muzzle, just so that you don't have any incidences or you have to worry. We'll just take this one step at a time, one layer at a time. And if you have any questions, make sure you holler. I'm here to help you, and we'll see how everything goes next week. Here is the list of things I want you to work on this week. Yes. Get her to understand marker word yes. Or no when she's doing something incorrectly. Make sure that you are rewarding and reinforcing all of her good behaviors. I want you to work on sit and down with hand signals so that she really understands what sits and downs are. Work on focus, where she looks you in the eye. I want you to work on her bed or place, whatever you want to call it. Call it the same thing every time. A stay and then a free to get off the bed. A sit and a stay as you put the food bowl down, the toy games down, bones or toys for her to play with. A sit and stay at the front door before you go out, and say let's go as the two of you go outside. Even if it's going out to go on the porch, or even if it's putting her on the tie out in the morning, you should still have her sit and stay on that while you're locking up the tie out. And then you could even say free, because you're going back in the house and she is free to be out on the tie out. I really want you to get a firm grasp on the verbiage that you are using, that it's staying consistent so that Greyce can really pick it up. We're gonna start with our marker. We want Greyce to understand that the word yes equals reward. Either a piece of her food, a treat, or praise, love, affection, attention. So I'm just gonna say the word yes. Treat. You don't have to actually say treat. Yes. 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 This is charging your marker. You say the word, you wait 1 second, you pop a reward in her mouth. This way she is understanding what the English word yes actually means. Then we want to start it with, she knows how to sit, so let's try it with that. Sit. Yes. I can pull my treat out. I do not have a treat in my hands. Sit. Yes. Then I pay her. Sit. Yes. It can take me a while to get the treat out of my treat pouch, but because I've marked it as soon as her butt hit the ground, she knows that that manner, that command she did correctly, and a reward or payment of the food is coming. You can also see that I'm using my hand signal. This has been my hand signal since I got Chloe at 8 weeks. It just helps her. She can do it. Yes. Without the English word sit. Because remember, nose, eyes, and then ears. Greyce nose down. So after you do sit, I want you to do down. Yes. Sit. Yes. Down. Yes. You see, I marked the yes, but I didn't give a treat. I'm giving after she does what I like to call doggy push-ups. Sit. Yes. Good girl. Down. Yes. Good girl. Sit. Yes. Good girl. Down. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. And I can give her love and attention and affection. I don't always have to have a treat. But as I'm learning these new behaviors, I really want to make sure that my yes is followed by some sort of payment of food or treat. The next thing I want you to work on is focus. I want Greyce to look you in the eye every time you say the word focus. You could also say look at me or watch me. Either one of those words is just fine because eventually I want to be able to use that command when we're out with triggers around. So I will take a piece of food just so I can teach her what I mean. I put it in front of her nose and I bring it up to my eyes. As soon as she looks me in the eye, yes, and I give a treat. Okay, I'm going to do that a couple times just so that she's understanding what I'm wanting without putting the English language on it. Yes. 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 Now I'm going to add the word. Focus. Yes. Focus. Yes. Focus. Yes. Now, without a treat, I'm just going to point to my eyes. Focus. Yes. Focus. Yes. Focus. Yes. I want, no matter what's going on in your home, for when you say focus, Greyce looks at you. So we've done sit and down, and we've done focus. This manner is for her place, which I call place, or call it her bed, whatever you want to call it at home. Stay, and then we need to actually have a release command that allows the dog to get off their bed. I use the word free. Some people use the word break. Some people actually say release. I think the word free works best because you don't use it in your normal everyday language. So she already knows her bed, but if you need to, you can lure her up onto her bed. Yes! Don't actually give her the treat. She's just licking it out of my hand. And then I say the word free, and I throw it on the ground and she can get it. That way she understands when you say the word free, all 4 paws are allowed to come off her bed. Bed? Yes. Free. Bed? Yes. Free. Bed? Yes. Free. Now we'll try it without a treat. Bed? Yes. Free? Yes. Bed? Yes. Good girl. I'm so proud of you. Good girl. Free? Yes. Good girl. I'm so proud of you. Bed? Yes. Free? Yes. This is going to build Greyce's confidence. This is an awesomely fun game that you can play on a daily basis where we get up on our bed and then we get freed, and up on our bed and get freed. It's fun. It's a bonding experience. It's something for you guys to do together. It's mentally stimulating and challenging for her, and really helps her to understand that when you say bed, you mean to stay there until you release her. Once you've played that game a bunch of times and she really understands the bed and the free, then we're going to add the word stay. And we're going to use stay for our food bowls, our food games, going in and out the door, all different parts, areas of her life. Bed, stay, free. Yes, good girl. When I said stay, I counted to 1. I don't want her to stay for very long. I want her to understand to not move until I say free. Bed? Yes. Stay. Free. Yes, good girl. Very proud of you. Good girl. Very good. After we've repeated that a bunch of times and she understands that, now it's time for me to take a couple steps away from the bed so she understands even if I move, she doesn't move. Bed, stay. Free. Yes, good girl. Good girl. Because I have been chaining these commands together, I'm not saying yes for everything because we started practicing and I want it to become a chain where I say bed, stay. Free. Yes, good girl. Good girl. Very proud of you. At the beginning, if you'd like, you can say bed. Yes, good girl. Stay. If for some reason she gets off the bed, you use your no reward marker. You put her back up on the bed and you start again. I can move my hands around. I can say spaghetti, watermelon, go. She doesn't move until I say free. Yes, good girl. Because we've been practicing every day. We've been repeating the same thing every day. I like an elevated bed. I can pick this up and I can take it out to my porch and we can do this on the porch. Chloe, bed. Stay. Now we can sit on the porch and we can watch our environment. We can see things go by. I can tell her she's a good girl. Tell her to stay. But now she has a designated spot to be at, and she's allowed to watch the environment, but she's not allowed to get off the bed. Free. Yes, that's a good girl. Bed. Stay. She's allowed to lay down, sit, stand, turn around, but my criteria is none of your paws are allowed to come off that bed until I say free. Free. Yes! Good girl, I'm so proud of you. Good girl. I want to implement stay with her food bowl, or if it was a food game, or if it was a bone or a toy, I still want her to sit and stay and wait for permission from me to have the resource, whatever resource it is. Sit, stay. Focus. Free. I want you to be in charge of everything in her life, and that was a wonderful exercise. We worked with sit, we worked with stay, we worked with focus, we worked with free, and then she's allowed to eat or play or munch or chew or whatever it is, the resource that you've given her. But don't give her these things for free anymore. Have her work for them, mentally stimulating her, mentally giving her a challenge, and also boosting the self-confidence that she needs in the outside environments. Sit. Down. Sit. Down. Focus. Free. I use free anytime my dog is allowed to be released. So sometimes, even if we're just doing our sits and our downs and we're practicing, I will say free when I'm done working, so Chloe knows she's allowed to move away from me and be free to go run off and do whatever it is she wants. Because sometimes after we're done with our doggy push-ups or sit or down or focus or whatever it is we're working on, I don't want her to run away from me. I want her to follow me, like, let's go. Let's go. We have used stay for her bed or her place, and we've used stay for the bowl or food games or toys or bones. So now we're just gonna add the same thing. We're gonna use stay for the door. I don't always use stay when I'm going in. I usually use it when I'm going out, if we're gonna go out onto the porch or we're gonna go out for a walk. Now you always have a leash on her, so you're going to have to figure out the best way for you to open up the door without Greyce running out the door in front of you. Because my door opens this way, I will put Chloe over here. Sit. Stay. I'll open. Sit. Stay. Let's go. See how she doesn't pull me through the threshold because I've made her sit and stay for permission to go through. Now, she's not free. She's let's go because we're on a leash. Sit. Stay. Let's go. If she's at a home that has a backyard and she's allowed to go through a door into a fenced-in area, then she would be free because she doesn't have a leash on. That would be this. Sit. Stay. Sit. Stay. Free. And then she is allowed to go through the door. So if your sister has a fenced-in yard, ask her to make Greyce sit and stay while she opens the door, and then free to go run around and play with the other dogs. That's also gonna build her self-confidence and give her something to do. Her freedom to play with the other dogs is she has to sit and stay while the door is being open. Sit. Stay.